Hey guys, cause I'm Batman here, and I'm bringing you guys today my personal top 5 favorite Call of Duty maps. This is going to be in every single Call of Duty, so if you thought wrong, please put in the comment section below. If I messed something up or if I got something right, put that down there. If you want more of these Call of Duty top 5s, if you want a Warframe top 5 or Assassin's Creed or any other game, please put that in the comments below. And if you want to support the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. Now, let's get into the top 5 list. Starting off the list is Skid Row from Modern Warfare 2. This map was an extremely close quarters or long range map. I just remember having crazy experiences on it, you know, all of these people just sniping around the map, getting almost a nuke, I believe, if I'm right on the map. It was an extremely fun time, and I believe it was the map with the minigun, if I'm right on it. That may have been another map. Correct me if I'm wrong, and put that in the comment section. But Skid Row was just one of those maps that it was, you know, everyone either hated it or loved it. I believe it had the upstairs room to where you could drop grenades through the floor because there was holes in the room. And you could easily take out your enemies. And I just remember it was campers heaven at times. And then you could just raid the rooms and get crazy amount of kills. And shotguns were either beasts in that map or they were just terrible depending on what you were at. But overall, Skid Row to me was an amazing map. And I think it was an awesome addition. I really hope that they remake it for another game. At the number 4 spot is Acardin from MW3, and this was the map that took place in the mall, and I think if I'm right, it was France. If I'm correct, it may have been a different map, but this was an awesome map, and like Skid Row, it was a map that everyone either hated or loved. Now, you could camp in the downstairs part where it had like a little bit of a restaurant sort of dining area. It was an awesome spot to camp for infection, and the map for Drop Zone also was crazy, because the drop zone spots were all over the map and they were very hard to defend, and there was a bunch of crazy areas of the map, and it had a parts of the map where it was like broken up concrete and people could actually camp in there, and it would be hard for them to see. And even though there is a lot of people did hate on the Modern Warfare 3 maps and Modern Warfare 3 in general, I think this is one of the bright sides of it. And like I said about Skid Row, like basically all these maps on the list, I hope they remake. Coming in at the number 3 spot is, I'm guessing everyone knows this if they played at least one Call of Duty. It is the infamous Nuketown, or Nuketown 2025, depending on which game you play. Nuketown 2025 is basically the remake, sort of. They really just kind of reskinned the map, but there was no difference between it and Nuketown. But the fun was still there when you played it. Just because it was a reskin didn't mean it was any different, and I liked that. It was an extremely fun map, and it was one of the smallest maps in Call of Duty history, along with Shipment. And Nuketown was strange that just like by the size of it, you wouldn't expect you to be able to snipe or camp or anything, but no, it was a lot of snipers and a lot of campers. But to equal that, SMGs, shotguns, and everything was easy to counter all of them. And Nuketown was pretty much a balanced map, depending whatever. It was an awesome time, and you know, snipers were terrible on the map, but overall I love Nuketown, and I'm pretty sure everyone did too. Coming in at the number 2 spot is Firing Range from Black Ops 1 and I believe it was Studio, if I'm correct, from Black Ops 2. And this was also close quarters map. Snipers could rule on the map depending on where you were at. They did have like an upstairs room to where it was like 2 shed doors open, and then there was adjacent from it, there was a tower that you could climb on and just camp up there. And it was an awesome map. There was a lot of backways that you could go through. Like in Studio, they had the dinosaurs and all those little cinema Easter eggs. And Firing Range was an amazing map, and I loved it. And it was hard to choose between Firing Range and my number 1 spot, but you probably weren't guessing what the number 1 spot is if you may have guessed Nuketown or anything else. But overall, Firing Range was an awesome map. But now, let's get down to the number 1 spot. coming in at the number 1 spot on this list is Favela from Modern Warfare 2, and I think it was still called Favela in Ghost. Sadly, I wasn't able to play Favela in Ghost as much as I did Modern Warfare 2, but I'm glad because I didn't like Ghost at all, and you really should not have spent a lot of time in it. But anyway, off of that subject of Ghost and how bad it was, Favela was an awesome map. A lot like many of the other maps on this list, I really don't like long, huge maps. And Favela was a medium-sized map, and it was an awesome one too. I just feel that if they had it like 7v7s or 8v8s on that map more often, it would make it so much better, and it was an awesome map, and I enjoyed it so much. Favelas is basically a favela in Brazil. There's a lot of close quarters and long range scenarios. There is a side of the map where you can just have crazy shootouts, and grenade launchers were key on that map. This has been my top 5 favorite Call of Duty list. Number 1 was Favela, of course, because I loved it. And number 2 was Firing Range. Number 3 was Nuketown. Number 4 was Acardin. And number 5 was Skid Row. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you want to support us in the future or watch some other videos, you can also click that subscribe button. If I did something right or wrong in this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you guys, and I'm out.